were more balloons here than I've ever seen. Right over there.
Oh, I saw all of them.
Let's begin by doing our shoulder circles. People are talking about the balloons. I don't know if you can hear, they're on Zoom. But yeah, it actually was a perfect morning to be here.
Do you know that I've had a balloon when the house next to me wasn't built yet, land right next to me at the end of my porch?
Yeah.
And I went out in my summer jammies.
With coffee for them.
They said,
And change direction.
They asked me if I had their breakfast ready.
I know, we talked to them, it's funny, and then they drip water down on top because they just went into it.
Yes. And let's go into the full arm movement, big circles all the way around.
Then there was my ex-deceased husband who used to put on the sprinklers so they wouldn't land on the lawn. You know, we have this big out.
Let's go ahead and add a little waist bend here. Bend all the way down, coming baback up. Let the head tilt back up towards the sky and come back down. And let's touch the ground and change direction. We're coming back up, still looking up. Let those arms drop behind you. We're just opening up the body, loosening up just a bit. It does feel good, right? We'll do one more all the way up. And bring those arms to your side. Nice. Let's do just our shoulders here. We're going to lift those shoulders up and drop them down. Lift them up and down. And I'm overemphasizing my arms so you can see it, but you want to feel that tension in the shoulders as you raise up. And then really pull them back down, away from the neck, from the ears. And let's shift now and bring our shoulders forward. And pull them so they're going to try to touch each other in the back. Pull them forward. And pull them back. This is super good, right? When it's so chilly out, our bodies get a little stiff.
There's no traffic.
No traffic. I was so worried I ended meditation just a bit early so I could scoot out and there was nobody.
It's because if you're going to the balloon fiesta, you're already there.
That's what I was hoping.
And it's too early to leave, so.
All right, and bring it back to the center. Nice. Let's do our side bends. I'm going to hang onto my chair so I'm nice and secure. Other arm's going to lift up and let's lean over. And lean a little bit more. But as you do, don't let that hip lift up, right? Push it down. And let's switch sides. So this side's going to come down, grab onto that chair. Other hand reaches up and lean over.
Who do we have on Zoom?
Lean a little bit more. We've got Lydia, Lori, Chris, and Denise.
Wow.
I know. Let's come up. That first side, lift it up and lean over. Just missing Josephine.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Hi.
They can't talk back. They muted them. Take your palm and push that palm up. And you might feel that stretch all the way down into the hip. And go ahead and try to feel it in the hip, right? So as you push up, visualize it pushing your hip down into the chair. And let's reach down and grab the chair with this hand. Reach up and over. Take that palm, reach up. And as you do, push the hip down. Palm is up, hip is down. And come on back. Nice. Let's use just our heads to open up the neck a bit. I'm going to keep my hands here so that I don't move my shoulders. And I'm just going to look over one shoulder. And extend the vision just a bit so your eyes are warming up also. And come back forward and look over the other shoulder. And come back forward. Let's do each side one more time. Look over that shoulder. And come back and look over the other shoulder. And come back. Nice. Let's look up. Take your chin, extend it up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch all the way down. And let's look down. Put that chin towards the chest so you feel the stretch across the back of the neck. And one more time, both directions. Let's look up, extend that chin. And look down. Feel the stretch across the back. And bring your head back to neutral. Doesn't matter how many times I do that, I'm still super tight right here. Let's go ahead and do our spine now. So I'm gonna keep my hands on my knees. Let's do our cat-cow. So pull your body forward and lift up, arching the back, and then pushing back, rounding the shoulders, rounding the back as much as you can. And then pull yourself back forward. And go ahead and move at a pace that feels comfortable for you. Maybe you're gonna match me. Maybe you're moving a little faster or a little slower. And one last time, really pulling that back as far back towards the chair and the shoulders forward, looking down and coming back up to neutral. Nice. Let's do our egg beater. So lift that rib cage up and we'll do our circles. So this is good to loosen up the hips, but you're also warming up that spine and pushing fluid up the spine. And find a place that feels comfortable to stop and change direction. You don't want too quick of a shift in direction. You might kink those muscles a bit. And do one more full circle and then find yourself back up in the center. Nice and tall, nice. Let's do a spinal twist. Let's go ahead and grab that chair behind you and look behind you. And come back forward, and let's do the other side. And come back forward. Nice, all right. Let's do our legs. I'm gonna scoot back so I can swing my legs, but you want the legs to warm up just a bit by just letting them swing. My hair or feel some popping in the knees. And let's switch to some circles. I heard that one. And change direction. And let's move this circle down to the ankles. And just the ankles are moving now. We can open the door if you think there's cooler air outside and change direction.
I'm good. I just, it's a little too cozy there with my jacket.
And rest those feet down. All right, let's go ahead and extend those arms out. Push them out a little bit further. We're gonna lift them up above our head. And then we're gonna tap our legs. Lift them back up and go back out. Extend it out. We're just doing a nice little movement here, just up and down, opening up the shoulders just a bit. Extending out, up and down, up and out, up and down. One last time, up, out, extend that energy out, up and down. Nice, all right. Let's move our legs with our arm movement now. So as these arms come up, legs are gonna lift up. And so I had to shift back in my chair so that my legs can lift up, but my belly is engaged in this. And let's just do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sharp's making me laugh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest those arms.
It's like a clown.
We have a little cheerleader in this room here. All right, so now I'm gonna lift up into my victory pose. For those of you that were here at Balloon Fiesta, I did some power poses. I don't know if anyone noticed, but these power poses have so much power in how we feel. So I'm gonna hold this power pose. As I do, my legs are gonna open up. And then I'm gonna pull that power pose back in. Open up, pull it in. Let's do this for 10. 1.
You really go to town on this.
2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And why don't you find your own power pose? Right? It could be Superman, Wonder Woman, muscle person, right? Or taking flight, right? All right.
So I think we need to add a,
Let's go ahead and put our hands with our trays on them. And as I push up, one leg's gonna come up and then the other leg. And let's do 10. 1, I worry about people on Zoom not knowing what we're saying. 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry about that. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's put those hands to the side. We've got those imaginary walls next to us. You might have seen me scoot back because both legs are gonna lift up again. Let's push those walls as the legs lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. All right, find yourself at the edge. So we've been doing a lot of movement, arms and legs together. Now we're going to cross the body because you know how powerful it is to cross the body. So I've got my hands on my hips. I'm going to cross all the way across, grab that imaginary rope, pull it down, crisscross the other side, pull it down. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's add our legs. So as I reach across, I'm going to let that leg go out. And then I'm going to pull the leg and the arm back in together. Reach across, pull it together. So I see some of you adjusting. Yeah, find a good place that you can move in your chair and not fall out and falling out. All right, let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pulling it all back in. Nice. We matched today. Let's go across our body now. So we were reaching across, but we were going on an angle up towards the ceiling. Let's go parallel with the ground. Reach across as far as you can. So you've got a little bit more of a twist. And it's okay to actually twist your body. Grab that rope and pull it back in. Grab that rope, pull it back in. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's add the legs. So as I reach across, that leg's going to extend out, pull it back in, and then we'll do the other side. All right, let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to center. All right, good work. You have a request?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do you care if I turn this off?
You can turn the light off. I think they can still see me just fine. So,
I need a hat. I can bring one. That's
visor.
all right.
that's what I wear, visors.
Okay, let's go ahead and find our weights. I have 2 weights. My weights are 3 pounds. You can use 2, 3. You don't even have to use weights. The exercise is still powerful even without the weights. I'm going to put my palms facing you. And we'll start with our bicep curls. Make sure everyone gets set up. Let's go ahead and do 10. 1, and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back down. All right, let's add our legs. So as I lift up, one leg's gonna lift up and back down. Next lift, opposite leg lifts up and back down. So yeah, go ahead and find your position in the chair to make sure you don't slip out. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got to think.
I change
7,
the muscles in the
8, 9, 10. All right. Okay, I'm gonna scoot back a little bit more because this time as I lift up, both legs are gonna lift up and go back down. So we're really working our core a lot today. Our core and our lower back muscles are gonna be engaged a lot during this session. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a rest. Whew. So check in with those shoulders, make sure that they weren't creeping up. You want them to be nice and relaxed, away from the ears, let them drop down. If you need to look over the shoulders to do that, you can do that. All right, let's bring those weights up to our shoulders. We're gonna push up towards the ceiling and back down. Let's push up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to the shoulders. All right. Now I'm going to take my elbows and I'm going to rotate them back. And so what I did is I just took those elbows, pointed it to the back wall. So now I'm going to push outward and pull back in. Now I'm not opening the door. That's a different one. This is actually pushing out and pulling back in. A little bit different feel using our biceps and our deltoids. Let's push out for 10. 1, pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a little bit harder. 7, 8, 9, 10, and go ahead and set them down and shake out those arms. Ooh, that was a tough one, huh? I could feel that one working. Okay, we're going to combine those two moves. So we're going to start with this on the weights up by the shoulders. We're going to push up, bring it down, push out, bring it in, up, out. All right, let's do this for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, halfway there. 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. And set those weights down. Woo, good job. I always try to do one new exercise, right, just to kind of challenge those muscles. We want to keep those muscles active. Sometimes they get comfortable with our moves. You okay? Got a little kink
I
in there.
destroyed my shoulders in the 3 days of yoga.
Oh,
There's moves that I should not do.
be careful. And so you don't have to use the weights if you don't want
Right.
to. Okay, nice. Let's go ahead and set those weights on our knees. My palms are facing down. I'm going to lift one arm up. And then as it comes down, the other arm comes up and then back down. So we've got this little scissor effect here. So let's go ahead and we'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. So I told you we're working our core. You can still feel it, right, when your arms are out in front of you. All right. So this time we're going to lift them both up together. So both lift up and both come down. And so tuck that tailbone underneath, because as you lift up, the belly kind of wants to shift forward and you don't want to hurt that lower back. So tuck the belly button back, tuck the tailbone underneath. Keep that back nice and strong and protected. Let's lift up for 10. 1, back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, good job. 6, 7, oh, Chrissy was supposed to be here. 8, 9, 10, back down and take a rest. Whew. I just remembered that. Chrissy said she was going to make it here today in meditation, and I don't see her. Okay, we're going to pull one arm back, and so make sure that you don't hit the back of the wall or a chair. And so one arm's gonna come back. As that one comes down, and I'm not just gonna let it come down, I'm gonna push it back down. As I push down, the other arm comes back. And so we've got that crisscross again, that scissor effect. One's pushing, one's pulling. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. All right, so now I'm going to do both hands together, pull back, try to touch those shoulder blades, push it back down. Really use that energy to go both directions so that all your muscles are engaged. And let's do this for 10. 1, push it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. All right. Check in with those shoulders. Make sure that they haven't crept up. Keep them nice and soft. Let's drop those hands to our side. And so my arms are at my side here. We did a shoulder shrug without weights. Now we have the weight. So let's go ahead and pull those shoulders up and drop them back down. Pull them up and down. Up, down, up, and down. We're going to pull up and hold. So hold this just for a little bit. There might be some pain there, might be some tension. We hold a lot of tightness in the neck. Pull a little closer and then release slowly. And then release a little bit more. Let those shoulders drop down a little bit more. Hanging on to the weights, go ahead and look over one shoulder and then the other. And back to center. Nice. All right. We're going to keep our hands on the side here. We're going to lift up into our airplane position and back down. And let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, you guys look good. 3, 4, palms are down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Go ahead and rest for just a moment. Let those arms shake out. We're going to do that same move. I'm going to ask you to do just a subtle shift. It's going to seem like it's not very much, but you're going to see a whole different muscle group being used. So we're going to hang on to the weights, same as we did just a minute ago with the airplane lift, but now I'm going to turn my pinky up as I get to the top and lower back down. So I'm just going to lift, and then the pinky lifts up towards the sky and back down. This is a little bit new, so we're only going to do 8, but you're using some different muscles in the back of the arm. And let's do this for a count of 8. 1, pinkies up. 2, pinkies up. 3, 4, pinkies up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and back down. Nice. Go ahead and shake those arms out. We're going to do one more time. This time we're going to switch it so thumbs are up. So I'm lifting up like airplane, but at the top, I lift my thumb up, opening up those arms just a bit, lowering back down. We'll do this for 8. 1, thumbs up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8, thumbs up and back down. Go ahead and shake those arms out. Whew. So we're really working these little muscles in here, but we also rotated all the muscles around the bicep here. All right, okay, let's continue working on our core. I'm going to drop one hand down, other hand's going to tuck up as high as it can underneath my arm. And this is that move where we just switch sides, and we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back up. Nice. Let's do front to back. So I'm going to scoot up in my chair. Let me turn sideways so my friends on Zoom can see. I'm going to drop my weights to the outside of my leg, and my weights are going to stay down nice and low. So I'm just going to lift my body up, and the weights stay in that lowered position. And so I'm just moving my body up and down, but I want to do this not by pushing against my legs, but by using my core muscles all through here. And let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel it in your abs. 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. All right. Now I'm going to lock those arms. So now when I bring my body upright, those arms are going to pivot up and they're going to pivot back down. So they're in this locked position, and we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, all the way up and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Hold it up and pull those weights in. Go ahead and bring yourself back up to a seated position. All right. So we've been working our core muscles. We did some side muscles. We did some front. Let's work the back muscles here. And so we're going to do our reverse flies. And so I'm going to lean back forward, and I'm going to drop those weights. So kind of behind my legs right here. You can see them in here. From here, I'm going to lift up into my airplane mode. But instead of using my biceps and my deltoids, I'm going to use the muscles across my back. Use your scapular muscles, the back, the lateral muscles there. So let's pull those arms up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And set them down. Let's sit up so we can get a deep breath in. So on these exercises, you could swing them, right? But then the momentum of the swing is doing the exercise. You want to actually lift slowly so that your muscles are engaged. So try to use your muscles rather than the momentum of the swing. All right, we're going to lean back forward, grab those weights. Let's initiate the energy from the elbows. So we're going to pull the elbows up and back down. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, using the muscles in the back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, let's set those weights down, sit up so you can get a deep breath in. Okay, one more time. This time we're going to combine them. So let's go ahead and lean forward, grab those weights. You're going to lead with the elbows, open up. Come back to the bent elbows, push it back down. Let's do this for 10. 1, open up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10. And go ahead and sit up and take those weights with you. Whew.
This
Deep
is
breath
good
in.
for my dog.
It is. You got a nice little swing there, right?
I played since two, couple of holes, 4 or 5 holes, since, August 1st.
Wow. So Char's been sharing that the exercise routine has been helping her with her golf game, and she's actually increased the amount of times that she's gone golfing. So good to hear. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to continue working on our core here. Let's bring those arms up into our gold post or our goddess hands here. And let's just go ahead and twist. So turn and face one wall, then bring it back forward. Turn and face the other wall and back forward. We'll do this just a couple times each direction. And now we're going to do our tilt and tilt one way and bring it back up and tilt the other way. Make sure that your rib cage is nice and lifted so you don't feel a pinch as you bend over. Let's do each way one more time. And set those weights down. Woo, good job. Roll those shoulders out, move the neck. That is really a lot of tension on the shoulder and the neck right there. All right, let's set these weights down. Our legs have been sitting still for too long. Let's go ahead and get them moving. You can put your hands on your hips, or you could use the chair. Sometimes I like to use the chair to make sure my back is nice and straight, or sometimes I want to use my abs, so I put my hands on my hips. And let's move those legs as if we're walking in place. Let's see if we can lift those knees a little higher. Engage the muscles on the top of the legs. And let's go a little faster. Almost as if I'm running in place. You go at a pace that feels good for you. We're going to get the heart pumping just a little faster, get the legs warmed up. Good breathing. Let's just do 5 more seconds. And let's go ahead and rest those legs. Ooh, nice. They should feel a little bit warmer, a little more engaged. All right. I'm going to sit on the edge. We're going to do some knee lifts. Let's put your hands onto your shoulders. I'm going to lift one knee to the opposite elbow and back down. We'll do this for a count of 10. And each count will include both a right and a left lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, knees coming up. 8, 9, 10. All right, open those arms up. Let's tap our toes, opposite fingers to opposite toes for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Woo, drop those arms down. Take a deep breath in. All right. So we were bringing our knees up to our elbow. Now I want you to take your elbow down to your knee and back up. Elbow to the knee. So now my knees are going to stay in the same position. Feet are securely attached to the ground. Let's get our arms. They can go on your shoulder. But if you want to, you could put them behind your head like you were doing a sit-up. I'm going to rest mine on my elbow. On my shoulders. And let's go ahead and tap that elbow to our knees. 1, both sides, all the way up. 2, 3, today's our core workout.
Does that help
4.
with the stomach?
It is helping the core muscles here, 5, and the back muscles. 6, I feel it in my abs.
Yeah.
7, we'll do a little bit more. 8, 9, 10, and up. All right. Luann was asking if this was helping with the core, and I feel it in here, but I'm also feeling it in the back too as I lift my body up. Open those arms up. Now let's tap our toes. But again, the feet are going to stay securely attached to the ground. My fingers are going to go down to my toes. Let's do this for 10. 1, all the way up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can play around with those pinkies going up or thumbs going up. 6, 7, 8. Almost there. 9. Last one. 10. Let's do both sides. And go ahead and rest those hands down. Take a deep breath in. Good job. All right. So it would not be a core workout if we didn't do some leg lifts and really engage these abs right here. So I'm going to turn my chair to the side so people on Zoom can see. You can lean back at an angle and not touch the chair, or you can lean it back against the chair. Either way is going to be okay. We're going to be lifting up our legs, and so you want to be comfortable. Sometimes I'll hang onto the chair and I'll lock my elbow here. Or I can just hang on and hold myself with a bent arm. But let's just lift one leg up and then the other leg up. And so we're just going to start this exercise a little bit slower. We're going to do this for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. I noticed I was kind of slouching even in this position. I want my back to be nice and straight. So now I'm going to lift both feet up and back down. And let's do this for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back down. Now we're going to lift our knee up, down, knee up, down. We'll do this for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you know it's coming. We're going to lift both knees up together. 1, back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's hold it just for a moment. In this held position, can you extend one leg out? You can decide to lean back in the chair if you need to. Pull that leg in. Let's extend the other leg out. Let's do both legs out and lower yourself back down. Woo, good job. Nice work on the core here. All right. I'm going to put my chair back so it's facing forward. Good work. Let's get that cardio back up again. I'm going to step over that dog, right? So I've got this dog sitting here. I'm going to step over that dog and bring that foot back. And then step over that dog for a count of 10. And I'm going to hang on. I'm going to hang on to the chair so that my back is nice and tall. My spine is nice and straight. 1 and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm watching you guys. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both dogs at the same time. They think I can't see them. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull them back together. Woo, good job. Nice. All right, let's do our crisscross. And so this is a move where our legs go apart. And then when they come back in, they don't come back together, but they actually cross each other, right? Whenever we cross that midline, we make connections in the neural pathways in the brain. And so I crisscross one leg in front, crisscross other leg in front. And then we'll just do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's add our hands, all right? So this time, usually I have your arms go up and you crisscross down. Let's crisscross as they go up and open as they go down, okay? A little bit different move. Okay, so arms are apart, legs are apart. Let's crisscross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a rest. Whew, all right, good work. You can always tell when I challenge myself, I get a little tension in my eyes. All right. Okay, let's do some cardio. And so I'm just gonna have a,
Ask you a question about that.
yes,
On the crisscross, are you trying to have the arm and the leg opposite of what's in front?
I'm also one in front, one in back, but I did not match. Like if the right was in front, the right was in front here with the hand and the leg. It might have naturally done that.
Yeah, I did that out.
But I did not ask you to do one or the other. And
Okay.
so, but
Thanks.
easier, yes. But again, anytime we challenge ourselves, every time we cross the midline, that makes those connections. And now we're doing both the legs and the hands, just made us a little more. There's a lady that talks from Stanford that talks about giving us a little discomfort. And this discomfort makes us more resilient in life. And we want more resilience, right? So we can handle stress easier. Yes. All right. Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get our heart rates up again. So we're going to walk in place. And as I walk in place, I'm going to move my arms. Moving the arms are really going to get that cardiovascular pumping. And let's go ahead and really move your body. So as my legs are moving, I'm actually twisting. So and maybe I can punch across or reach across. So I get a little bit of a twist, and that twist adds some tension on my stomach, right? Yeah, it's pushing out the air. All right, and let's go up now. Legs are still moving. Let's move those legs a little faster. Hands can go together, they can alternate. We're just trying to move the entire body so that the blood is flowing. We want that blood flowing in all the areas, way up to the limbs, up inside the head space, and out, and in, and out, and in. And we've got 5 more seconds, and you can change it up however it feels comfortable for you. This is kind of a free flow, and bring it to a slow down. Nice. And do you feel your heart pumping just a little faster? You can feel the heart, or you can check the pulse. And remember, it's good to get it pumping, but we also want to be able to slow it down. So find your feet connected to the earth, hands on your legs. This will connect you to your root chakra, connect you to the earth rhythm, which is a bit slower. Fill the lungs with air and then let it out. Feel the shoulders soften. Nice. You should be able to notice that heartbeat slowing down just a bit. All right, let's do our jumping jacks. So you can do just the legs, you can do just the arms, or you could do both together. We're going to do 30 jumping jacks. All right, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3. I'll be speeding up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. And check in with that heartbeat, check in with your pulse. It might be even faster now because you've already elevated it. And we really didn't give it a chance to slow down too much. But again, find your feet on the earth, hands on your thighs. Drop those shoulders, deep breath in. And visualize the heart beating just a bit slower. Feel everything draining down into the earth. Drop everything down into the feet. Remember this when that car cuts you off or someone says something rude. Just let it all go back into the earth, drain it down. All right, our last move is our move when we move both legs together because our legs are super heavy, plus with the twist. And so my legs are gonna start on the outside of my chair. I'm gonna lift them all the way up to the other side of the outside of my chair. And let's do this for 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way back and back to center. All right, deep breath in. Visualize it all draining down, slowing down, coming back to that calm, that place where you feel regulated. Nice. Let's do a nice little cool down. We're going to do some stretches here. And we worked our core quite a bit. So I'm going to have you reach up towards the sky. Keep reaching up as you reach towards me, continuing to stretch. We're going to stretch out that lower back. Stretch as far as you can, all the way till you touch the ground. And once you hit the ground, let the shoulders relax, let the head drop. If it feels good, you can shake your head. No. Don't feel any tension in the shoulders, let them relax. And begin to walk yourself back up. We're going to do that again, only this time let's open those legs up. And so now my legs are a little wider. It's going to give me more space to get a little deeper. So reach up towards the ceiling. Keep reaching towards me as you bend forward. Keep reaching for me. Make sure that chair doesn't slide out though. All the way down. You should feel this stretch on the inside of the thighs as you reach forward till you touch the ground. Then let the head drop, let the shoulders relax. And slowly bring yourself back up. All right, we're going to really do a nice stretch across the front of the body here. I'm going to have you turn sideways in your chair. I'm going to take my leg that's on the outside, drop it back. And so now I'm on my toe. I'm going to push my heel so that the heel goes straight. It actually makes me sit up. I can sit back down on the chair if I extend my leg out a little further. Push your body up. So my body wants to go forward as my leg extends back, but try to push your body upright. Feel that nice stretch across the front of the leg. Check that your hips are not opening up towards me. Push them towards that wall that you're facing right now. Push that heel down, back is straight. Now lift up towards the ceiling. And drop those hands. Let's grab the back of our chair. Let's do a little spinal twist here. And bring your body frontwards. Let's lean forward. And go ahead and bring your body up. Let's do the other side. Go ahead and find yourself facing in the opposite direction. I'm sitting sideways on my chair. You do okay? Because I know the hip. So, all right. Let's drop that foot down. And now I'm going to extend so that leg is straight. So I'm going to push through my heel. However it feels comfortable for you. You don't have to push as hard if that is causing some pain. But make sure those hips are pointed forward. Don't let them open up. Push them forward. Lengthen that body upright. If it feels good, reach up towards the ceiling. And bring those hands back down. Let's grab the back of our chair. And come back forward and let's lean forward. You might be feeling this on that hip, on the front leg now. And bring your body upright and let's face forward and bring those legs back in. Nice. Good job. Let's open up the hips just a bit more. We'll go into our figure 4. Go ahead and rest your ankle on your opposite knee. Lift that body up, lift that rib cage up. Nice and straight back. Go ahead and pivot at the hips. And try to relax a little bit more. And come back up, nice. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Rib cage up nice and high. And lean forward. A little bit further. And sit up, go ahead and both feet on the ground. I'm gonna do the neck just a little bit because we did a lot of these exercises and I wanna make sure that this is nice and loose. So we're gonna raise one arm up, let it drop on the ear and tilt it down. And take that opposite arm, extend it out. Now visualize that that top ear can actually lift up. Feel this space right here opening up. Visualize it releasing, almost like a flower opening up. No tension. Visualize it relaxing as it opens. And go ahead and release. Let's do the other side. Lift that arm up. It drops down on the ear. Tilt it over. Opposite arm extends out. And then lift that top ear up. Filling this space, open up like a flower. As if it's blooming. Relaxing as you do so. And release, nice. Let's put our hands out in front of us. We're gonna interlace those fingers. Turn those palms towards me. Push them a little more, and I want you to take your back and round it. So we're still opening up and stretching all those areas that we worked so hard today. So push a little further towards me, rounding the back just a bit more. If it feels good, you could drop the head inside that little circle of your arms. And now let's lift the body up, lift those arms up towards the ceiling, and let the head drop back. Go ahead and raise the head up. Turn those palms facing each other. And let's drop them into goddess arms. Open up. Pull those shoulder blades as far back as you're able to. Try to touch those shoulder blades together. And now visualize that there's a big ball in front of you. And you're going to squish that ball. And then pull it back out. And squish. And pull apart. Let's just do 2 more. 1 and 2. Pull it out, and we'll do one last side stretch, reaching up towards the sky. And let's switch sides, pushing up and back down. Whew.